Hi, it's Matt Potratz. I hope you're facing March with a positive outlook. On March 1st, 2009, I very nearly lost my life, and I've never been the same since. But at my 6-year mark, I'm glad to not be the same. I don't want to be the same. I love the new man that adversity has transformed me into. Speaking of be the same, I used to live a life striving to pretty much be the same as those around me. I was an individual, yet much of the direction of my life was dictated by the thoughts, opinions, desires, and beliefs of those around me. I was in the pilot seat, but the co-pilot seat was jammed full of people whom I allowed to have too much say in who I was and what I did. And my flight crew consisted of only those who were like me. I didn't associate with the supposed quote-unquote lower class, and therefore I didn't have their valuable perspective in my life. And a majority of the supposed upper class that I did hang out with were just like me, in the sense that they lived a life dictated by their careers, their peers, and those they viewed as role models. In 2015, I don't even classify people as lower class anymore, because they're not lesser than, they're not wrong, they're just different. Some of the simplest people I know are the happiest people I know. I now strive to have my flight crew consist of a variety in age, family background, personality types, etc. I value the opinions and views of all of them because I value the different perspectives they offer. If they have a value or belief system that I can't value, then I simply can't afford to have them in my flight crew. I have close friends who range in age from my brother John, who's 30, to my good friend Dan, who just turned 67. And their input toward the direction of my flight path and the comfort of the cabin along the way are both not only valuable, but crucial. And I honestly have friends who are millionaires and friends who live near the poverty line. And they're both healthy and happy, and they both offer a valuable perspective. Who's your flight crew? Now, there are 2 points we must address before I finish this thought. One is that although I value my flight crew's opinions, and they affect my decisions to some degree, they don't dictate the course of my life. They don't navigate my aircraft. And 2, we must go back to the issue of the jammed up co-pilot chair. Rather than allowing your employer, coworkers, role models, spouse, or whoever else to fight over that seat, who must sit there? Well, you might be surprised to know that I've discovered in my life that I must sit in the co-pilot seat. You might say, wait, Matt, I thought you were in the pilot seat. And the truth is, I was. But in that seat, I crashed my marriage, some good friendships, and almost killed myself in an avalanche. Now I've given God the pilot seat, and I ride co-pilot, where I'm supposed to be. My flight crew plays a big role in the direction I go, but they don't touch the yoke. God steers the plane, and I participate when He asks it of me. And I can tell you that it's working much better. Is every day perfect? Am I always happy? No, that'd be ridiculous to claim either. However, am I fulfilled? Absolutely. Friend, who is your flight crew? Who sits where? There's only room for one in the pilot seat and one in the co-pilot's chair. And the crew that sits behind you must consist only of those who add value to your life. This week, slow down and examine your flight crew. Changing up the seating assignment has completely changed my life, and I believe it can improve or even transform your life too.